all, I just want to thank God for this victory. And I'm truly humbled by the people of goodwill in this great state of Florida. I want to thank all of Florida for believing not only in my candidacy, but putting me on the ballot by signature the first time in the history of this state. That works every day. I want to thank those school bus drivers that I greeted this morning at 4:30 a.m. that know what it means to live by paycheck to paycheck. I want to thank them first. I want to thank our seniors who went out, voted, cast their ballot early this morning, 7 a.m., looking for representation. I want to thank all of those individuals, those first-time voters that voted in the last election for the first time, that voted in this primary. I want to thank President Obama. Campaign, to all the volunteers, to all the people that kept believing, for all the people who, when times got rough in this campaign, there are those that counted us out, but you counted us in. I want to thank my family, my wife, Leslie Meek, my daughter, Lauren, my son, Kendrick, and my mother, U.S. Congresswoman Perry. Ladies and gentlemen, they're our friends that are part of organized labor throughout this state. Work very, very hard. I want to thank them. I want to be short tonight because we have so much work to do. There are so many Floridians that are counting on a real leader to be the next United States Senator. Tonight, Floridian folks, I always said that I was a David in this race. And that if we just kept the faith and we kept marching on and we kept knocking on doors and we kept making phone calls and we kept putting out yard signs and we kept putting bumper stickers on the back of the cars and we kept listening, and if we just kept listening, that we will be victorious on this night. And I want to thank every Floridian that cast a ballot in this primary election to make me the Democratic nominee. Pull a double shift to get Florida back to work, to make sure that people have health care, to make sure we protect our environment. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to have you down here waiting for a little while because I had to talk to Maurice Ferre. I want to thank him for a great campaign. He called, he wished us well as we continue to move on. I had an opportunity to speak with Jeff Green. Jeff Green gave us his blessings and that he looks forward to campaigning with us. And I want to thank him. One thing that we have to keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that this election is not about those that are running for office. It's about the people of this state. And we be represented all the way down to the southernmost point in Key West, ladies and gentlemen. I am here, I'm prepared to work for every vote in the state of Florida, be it be Democrat, Republican, or Independent, because I know what it means to punch in and punch out every day. Have the opportunity to see the muddiness of politics. But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. When you're dealing with the muddiness of life, you can count on me. I will not bail out on you. I will not leave you behind. And I will not start changing on you when you need me. And because the people of the state of Florida are still with me tonight, ladies and gentlemen, through $26 million plus being spent against us. We made history and this day. Because the state of Florida was not for sale, will not be for sale, and we will stand up and continue to deliver. Now let's talk about the business. What we stand for. Now, this election is going to be about where the candidates stand. I am running against two conservative candidates for the United States Senate that have similar records. I think it's very important that everyone here in this room know by electing me to be your next United States Senator, I will be the only candidate in this race that was against offshore oil drilling before and after the spill. The only Democratic candidate, ladies and gentlemen, that has always consistently been against the privatization of Social Security and I will be the only candidate, ladies and gentlemen, that stood in there with Justice Sotomayor. When she was up for her nomination, I stood up and said that she was the right selection. That will stand up for a woman's right to choose. I will be the only candidate, ladies and gentlemen, that fought, legislated, and will continue to work for comprehensive health care for every American. I will be the only candidate, ladies and gentlemen, that's willing to pull back on the top 1% of the Bush tax cuts and give more tax cuts to the middle class and small businesses. And when you make me your next United States Senator, I will stand up to make sure that you continue to see what you're seeing now. Our men and women coming back home to their families from Iraq and Afghanistan. I think it's also important, ladies and gentlemen, to know that anything that came out of this primary, it showed that this campaign has the strength, the integrity, the will, and the desire to win against the odds. And I may not be Goliath before November 2nd. But when November 2nd get here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to still be comfortable playing dead. Because we know when the polls close, ladies and gentlemen, in this great state of Florida, on November 2nd, that I will be the next senator to run this state. based on making sure that children have someone that's going to fight for them.
Yes.
And I think what helped Floridians make a decision in this election was the fact that I had a real Florida story. I grew up here in Florida. My mother's born here in Florida. My children born here in Florida. Grew up in the public school system. Diagnosed with dyslexia in the 3rd grade. Kept climbing on. Mother, single mother. 3 children on home. Divorced twice. Working at a junior college. Said she wanted to represent her community. That's where I come from. Attended Florida A&M University. Became a state trooper. Changed car tires in this state. Did the things that I had to do to understand what people, understand the needs of people. Served as a sky captain at the airport. A service worker in the state. Went on to serve this state in the state legislature. Went on to serve this state in Congress. Some people call it career politicians. I call it public service. Florida, as we march on, as we continue to knock on doors, as we continue to listen, as we continue to count all 67 counties in, we will win. And when you leave here tonight, I want you to know that hope marches on. Believe isn't just a slogan,